I was in here like working,
Mhm.
and I heard this bang, boom, boom. What the hell was that?
Mhm.
So I come out the door, and that truck is on top of that tree. Ah, God. I'll be at my mama.
On July 8, 2022, police officers received a report of a car accident. Quickly, the police and rescue teams arrived at the scene, which was an empty parking lot, but somehow the car had collided with a palm tree. Some witnesses of the accident recounted that they saw a girl running out of the car after the accident occurred, appearing as if she was attempting to flee. The driver of the vehicle was indeed this girl. Her name was Sandra. The police immediately began investigating how this incident had occurred. The first step was to obtain a statement from the owner of the vehicle.
Driving?
Yes.
Give me your keys.
What happened?
My husband. Your husband? Yeah, my husband was right there.
What? You're wearing the seatbelt?
With these statements, the police raised questions such as, why didn't she remember the incident at all? Even whether she had fastened her seatbelt or not, she couldn't recall. Furthermore, in her statement, another character appeared, her husband, and she insisted that everything was caused by her husband. So, who was actually driving the car at the time of the accident and what had happened between this couple? At this point, the police began searching for information from the witnesses of the accident.
Did you see her get out of the car?
Yes, she put it that way.
Okay, can you hang out for me real quick? Did you see her get out of the car?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We saw that happen, man.
I got a video of her running away from the car.
Taking email by 462
I was in here like working,
Mhm.
and I heard this bang, boom, boom. What the hell was that?
Mhm.
So I come out the door, and that truck is on top of that tree, and the lady was in the truck.
Through the accounts of the 3 eyewitnesses to the accident, the police became certain that the driver of the other car was indeed Sandra. Combined with her initial statement where she claimed not remembering what happened, the police began to suspect that she might have been intoxicated, under the influence of some stimulant substance, or deliberately concealing information to evade responsibility. Upon reaching the scene to examine the vehicle, the first thing the police noticed was that the car's license plate was missing. The witnesses also mentioned that when they arrived to assist Sandra, they did not see the license plate on the car.
You don't have a license plate on your car?
Yes, of course I do.
They said there wasn't one on there. You have it on your purse. Why do you have it? Alright.
At this point, the police began to piece together the events. The girl had met her husband at the parking lot, possibly while she was intoxicated or under the influence of stimulants. The cause of the accident was still unclear, but after the crash, she attempted to remove the license plate from the car and flee the scene, in an attempt to outsmart the law enforcement. This was according to the statement given by her husband.
We're married, but getting divorced.
So where were you at?
We were right here. So first I'm coming in this way, and I see her, and she like turns to me and like, dead stops me, and then I got to go around her. And then she followed me back right here, and we're sitting right here arguing, and she's like telling me, I don't know, I need to get the lawyer, this and that, some stupid shit. And I'm like, just get your lawyer, that's it. We don't need to talk, you don't need to see me, blah, blah, blah. And I try to take off, and she fucking floors it at me, and I get right here, and I just kind of act like I was going to turn this way, and then I turn hard this way, and she was going way too fast, and just, bam!
At this point, the police believed that the incident went beyond just a domestic violence situation. Therefore, they proceeded to restrain the girl with handcuffs and continued to question her for information.
Can you walk me through how that vehicle ended up on top of the tree?
Yeah, I'll walk you through it. Okay, so I was following him because he fucking sped like a motherfucking maniac, and all I wanted to do is sign fucking divorce papers, and I don't know how I ended up like that.
You had the divorce papers with you?
No, I just wanted to fucking get with my divorce attorney.
But you don't know how you wound up in that position?
No, I do know how I wound up in that position. I was following him.
You were following him and he was going too fast?
Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't know how to drive, obviously.
So were you behind him or were you in front of him?
I was behind him.
So at any point in time, did you try to hit his vehicle with your vehicle?
Oh, No, I would never do that.
Despite her claims that she had no intention of crashing her car into her husband's, on the way to the detention center, she displayed extreme anger and a desire for revenge. She was resentful that she was the one being arrested while her husband faced no consequences.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! I'll be at my tomorrow, motherfucker.
Stop yelling.
How can you just let him go?
With these statements, it became evident that this woman would continue with more sinister intentions if not being detained. Coupled with the fact that she intentionally rammed her car into her husband's vehicle from behind, she could have been charged with intentional assault and property damage. Moreover, during the mandatory drug screening, the police also found traces of some medications contraindicated for driving, namely fentanyl mixed with cocaine. However, when questioned, she denied using drugs and claimed to be completely sober at the time of the accident. She did admit to consuming alcohol, though.
Did you used to use any substances, illegal substances?
Used to, yes.
What you used to use?
I used to use a lot of alcohol and cocaine.
As time passed by, she became increasingly agitated and used vulgar language. She couldn't explain why she removed the license plate and fled the scene. Moreover, her act of ramming her car into her husband's from behind was a dangerous behavior. Therefore, she was taken to the police station. After testing her alcohol content in her breath, she blew 0.239 and 0.23. In the end, she was charged with aggravated assault and DUI with damage to property or person.
So you find somebody who's gonna take custody of you, or are we gonna take you to jail?
I'm trying. So down. No! Ow!
Sit down. You!
While Officer Gruba was on patrol, he received a radio call instructing him to handle a case involving a drunken woman assaulting others in a bar. Prior to that, in a lively and noisy bar, a rather serious altercation occurred. Through surveillance cameras, the bar's security staff identified the instigator of the disturbance as a young woman named Carly. While intoxicated, she threw punches towards people and engaged in fights with dancers. Despite being escorted out of the bar by security staff, she refused to leave until the police arrived.
I think we should probably leave. Get out of here. It's too loud in here. Hey, we're gonna go out to her car, right? Alright, you gotta come with us. It's too loud in here. After you.
With the behavior exhibited by the young woman, the police could have immediately arrested her for disorderly conduct. However, they provided her with an opportunity to avoid involvement in the legal system. They offered her a chance to simply call a guardian to come and take her home, which would bring the matter to an end. It can be observed that after the altercation in the bar, she had a bloody nose and some scratches on her neck.
We get called because you were causing disturbance. That's a arrestable offense. So you find somebody who's gonna take custody of you, or are we gonna take you to jail?
But at this point, she made things difficult for herself. In her drunken state, she couldn't control her actions and words. From the moment she left the bar until she stopped on the side of the road, she hadn't realized that Officer Gruba was a police officer.
Like, I should get away from you guys. She's trying to control me, you're trying to control me.
We're just trying to make sure you get home safe.
Yes! No, that. You were with me because we were, like, with other people.
What?
You were with me because we were other people, and then it's not fair that you would do that to me because you were hanging out with me.
I was what?
You were hanging out with me.
No, I was putting you under arrest.
Yeah, I bet you were. You're such a fucking scum, dude.
Okay, Carly, a little respect, all right? We are here to help you. We want to make sure that you get home safe.
To make matters worse, at this point, she saw Officer Gruba as an adversary, akin to someone who had just fought her in the bar. When Officer Gruba received the call and began listening on the phone, she thought that the officer was calling his coworker to pay her back.
Let's go
where?
Buddies.
Don't call him a fucker. It's officer, okay?
I said, doesn't he call his buddies? I said, we need to go back to where I was staying.
For what?
I have friends that live here. We'll go there, so you just stop calling your buddies.
The girl also couldn't remember how she had arrived there. Sometimes she claimed to have driven herself to the bar, while other times she said that her friend had brought her. Then she would deny both, seemingly completely losing consciousness due to the alcohol.
You mind if I call whoever you're down here with?
I'm not down here with anybody.
You said you have
No,
friends.
I'm not.
So where are you staying?
I'm not staying here. I don't live here.
So how did you get here?
I fucking drove down here.
You drove down here, but we're not driving away, that's for sure.
I don't have a vehicle down here no more.
You said you have a brother who can pick you up?
Not in town yet.
She claimed to have friends all over the city, but when the police asked her to call one of them to take her home, it seemed like nobody answered the phone. Moreover, we couldn't be certain that she was actually making the call because if we zoomed in on the phone screen while she was supposedly making the call, it didn't display the typical call interface. At this point, Officer Gruba wanted her to call a taxi and go home. Let's see how she made the call. She just pretended to make the call, but not only that, she also spoke and behaved disrespectfully towards the police.
Can you get an Uber?
Yes, I can.
Okay, get one.
I'm trying. So off. You're being a fucking asshole.
You're being.
When you were sitting here fucking vibing with me, we were going to the bars, and you were kicking it with me, so
Don't touch me. Hey,
I didn't touch you. I didn't touch you. Ow!
You're under arrest for trespassing.
I didn't touch you. I did not touch you. Dude, I did not touch you.
All right, Carly, relax.
All right, relax, Carly. You're under arrest for trespassing.
I did not touch you, dude. I did not touch you. I did not touch you. I did not touch you. I did not touch you.
Double one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not touch you.
Let's review the video footage. It was clear that she did touch the police officer, so the police accusation against her was entirely accurate. However, despite this, she fiercely resisted when the police escorted her to the vehicle. She acted as if she was being unfairly treated, vehemently cursing at the police officer with harsh words. In this situation, the police could have charged her with resisting arrest, but they chose not to do so.
I did not touch you. You're such a I did not touch you.
All right, stop resisting, Carly.
I did not
Stop resisting.
I didn't touch you.
Stop. If you do it one more time, you're definitely getting charged for this thing. Stop it.
Go down the ground. You're all badass. You're a You're a asshole. You're a fucking dick. Okay, fucking slut.
Keep going. Camera's rolling. Push your button first.
Yeah, I did it, dude.
If the incident stopped here, this girl would only be charged with misdemeanor assault. However, just 10 minutes later,
Okay, what happened? I just tackled her. Okay. Right here. And my body cam, it wasn't on. It fell off.
the altercation between the girl and the police officer began when she somehow managed to remove her handcuffs, then used her hand to unlock the car door, pulled it open, and attempted to escape. Although the scuffle was minor, it caused Officer Gruba's personal camera to fall off, hence there was no recorded footage. After everything was resolved, she was directly taken to jail. At this point, she continued to cause trouble, not only escaping from handcuffs for the second time but also deliberately provoking the police officers in every possible way.
What?
What?
All right, get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Calm down. I'm just saying, you lost my ID, you also didn't know how to control me. So.
Do you want another felony?
What felony?
You're not.
What felony? You don't know how to do your fucking job? You fucking lost my ID, and you're hurting me, and you fucking suck at your job. It's really funny. Stop fucking throwing me around like I'm trash.
All right, lead the way then.
Stop! Stop! Ow! Stop! I didn't do anything to you. Why are you being so mean to me?
Until that moment, that girl still had not cooperated. She kept saying, "I didn't do anything to you," but at the same time, she was fiercely resisting the police.
Get your
Stop! No! Ow! Stop! I didn't do anything to you! I didn't do anything to you! Ah! I literally didn't do anything to you!
Sit down.
You!
In the end, she had to face the consequences of her reckless actions. She was charged with the following offenses: trespassing, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and eluding. This was a lesson for the girl specifically and everyone in general. Learn to control your anger and emotions. Don't let minor incidents escalate into something serious.